All right, you guys. So let's talk about it. Yeah. So here we are. We have Zeus. So I decided to screenshot their website to kind of give you guys a clear idea of what it looks like. So Zeus is a streaming app that streams a lot of raunchy things, right? And when I say a lot of different raunchy things, like as you can see, Jocelyn Cabaret, and it's so funny because I was just thinking in my head, like the only time I've ever watched anything off of Zeus was the Jocelyn Cabaret, and this was years ago. I think it was like her very first or second season or something like that, because I was really curious of what Jocelyn was teaching these girls. I'm like, I really got to see if this is for real or if my girl Jocelyn is really playing. And when I say my girl, like, I have a love-hate relationship towards Jocelyn, because at the end of the day, Jocelyn is a woman, and Jocelyn is someone who have experiences through life, trauma experiences. So I feel like at some point I could kind of relate to her. So you know how like when people try to trauma bond with people, I won't say that I'm trauma bonded with Jocelyn, but I could say that I can understand a woman, especially of a culture coming from where she came from and trying to find her way through life. So I really don't have a personal problem with her. But I just was like, I just kind of really want to see if this girl is for real or she out here playing her little games, right? So that's the only time I ever watched Zeus. And they also stream like the Baddies edition. So with Baddies, they have, I guess they have guys and women, but I'm more familiar with the women because a lot of people on my social media feed, they like to share a lot of the stuff that, they be doing on Baddies or whatever. And from my understanding, it's a lot of women who come into this house from different areas. So I guess they go to different states and they pick these women and they make money off of them. They do pay these women to do some of the craziest things. From my understanding, these women are getting paid almost $300,000 to like physically beat the out of somebody. I'm talking about, I heard tooth getting knocked out, knots on the face. And I'm gonna just say it like this: I'm out here to tell you that I'm on goody two shoot and I have no recognition of those things. But what I'm sitting here saying, at a certain age as an adult, if this is the way that you feel the need to get money, I don't know how I really feel about that, especially when it's not like a good purpose. Like you're not in the boxing ring, you know, in a different type of limelight making money. You kind of just like making yourself look bad. So I don't really know how to feel about that. But apparently that's what they do. They go get these women that are like vulnerable spaces in their life, and they put them on these shows, and the producers build up this plot twist and all of these things. They basically control the house, like everybody in the house is puppets, and they pay them to be puppets, right? So yeah, so that's basically what Zeus is. So I'm more so, again, like I said, interested in the baddies side of things, because my girl Kash Doll. Let's talk about it. Okay, so apparently this is the invite, I guess, that was going around the social media. Basically, letting Detroit, Michigan know that they will be there September, July 27th, because they were now looking for Midwest baddies for their new season. And so, yeah, so like I said, they go places, they seek and sought out vulnerable women to put them on these shows. Okay, so this is the part of why I'm here. Now, I just want to say, Cash Doll, I love you. And I'm talking about, I don't love you as like I worship you because you're an artist. I don't worship no artist. I worship one person, and that's God. But I truly love you, and I have like this I feel like relation to you as an African American woman. You come from the Midwest. You came from Detroit, Michigan. I've been watching you since you were doing those hood movies. It was basically like what they call them backyard movies, which I'm not sitting here saying that in a shameful way or like I'm just talking down, because I'm all for it. I was all for it. I watched the hustle. I watched you come from nothing, and you worked your way up to be somewhere. And I feel like for me, that's admiring. I look up to people like that, because that's just let people know every single day, like, it don't matter where you come from or what people may say. People try to pave the way for you, but if you keep working and you stay down and you stay focused and you stay motivated, you can go wherever you want to go. And I feel like Cash Doll she gives that energy off. Like, her attitude is positive. Everything about her is just low-key raw. I don't care what nobody say. So basically, apparently, Kash Doll was one of the host judges, I guess, at this Midwest Baddies audition. And these pictures are circulating all over the line, basically, because she was kind of like showing, as you can see in this picture, she looked sad. A lot of the pictures, she looked very disgusting. And I feel like, a lot of people, main thing is saying is like, my girl Kash Doll, as you can see up here, is not feeling this at all. So you got a lot of people sharing it with the caption saying like, this is a point where you have outgrown certain situations or some rooms. So this is another picture of my girl Kash Doll that I seen, again, circulating over the room, as you can see. Someone else shared it, and I just feel like, again, this is just one. I didn't have time to go back and screenshot a lot of the what a lot of other people were saying, but a lot of other people was basically saying, like I said before, like this is how you know when you have outgrown some rooms. So this was another picture that I found on Facebook. So yeah, she just seemed like she just so uninterested, like she just don't want to be there. She looked disgusted. And I feel like for me, the first thing that came to my mind was that, this is the moment when it finally hits you that what we've been told all along is true. It's right in front of our face like nothing before. We as people of color, and I don't care how nobody feel, because I'm an African American woman and I'm pro black, and I'm gonna say it. I don't have to be racist to be pro black and to actually educate my type of people. It ain't got nothing to do with racism. It got everything to do with the fact that we do walk around here ignorant. We lack the knowledge of certain things, and because we lack the knowledge of certain things, we are so easily able to be manipulated and put in these type of rooms where we are embarrassing ourselves. And I feel like at this very moment for Kash Doll, it has set in that, dang, like you can either be two types of ways in this world. You could be one of those people that you come from a vulnerable state, a bad state of your life, and you can be easily be turned into a puppet, or you can be a boss like her, where you can have control over your life and say what works for you and what don't work for you and what you're willing to sell your soul for, your soul for. And I feel like it really set in that a lot of these women on here is real life misusing themselves and embarrassing themselves for $1. And I feel like even for herself, she probably felt like, dang, I came to make a buck myself, but is it really worth it? Do I really want to be in a room with all these different type of demons and all this different type of energy, especially seeing what's going on? It's like, they are using the trauma that we have been through throughout our life, and the things that we have seen and the things that have happened to us, and using it to make us vulnerable so they can control us. And it's like you have two options in this world. You have two options. It's either fall down and stay down, or get the fuck up and stand up. And I'm one of them, girl. That's why I said I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm all goody two shoe, and that I don't have no type of recognition of any of this type of behavior, because if you know me personally, then you know. But at the end of the day, I don't worship that type of behavior, and I'm at my big old age. I don't see it necessary to be out embarrassing yourself like that. We come to an age where we should be able to have, what I'm saying, common ground and communication. If you don't like me, that's fine. If I don't like you, that's fine. We don't have to deal with each other, but I'm not gonna disrespect you, and I'm not gonna put my hands on you and damage you to the point where it's like now your whole face is rearranged all for $1. So it's like, what you willing to do for, how far are you willing to go for $1? Like, like Rich Homie Khan said, what would you do for that money? Like, what would you do? What are you willing to do? And I feel like, especially, it's like you guys get on here, you go to these platforms, and you don't make nothing of yourself a lot of the times. Like, it's just a continuous thing. It's like, yeah, these people took me for who I was, in the gutter. So now I'm gonna stay there because they love me that way. Where's the growth? Like, you don't feel the need to grow. And I feel like, in that very moment, it set in on my girl Kash Doll. And I think it's sad and it's unfortunate that this is happening to our people. And I really wish people would look at it in a more similar kind of way, because it is. This is what's happening to our people. A lot of people, you're a theorist and you're la la la. Listen, I'm not here to tell fairy tales. I'm not here to try to put two and two together. I'm here just to let you know that this is the first thing that came onto me in my brain was that my girl, this is when it finally hit her. It's like she finally see, like, the world we living in is crazy times. Like, bro, what is going on with our people? And it's like our people, and it's our women, our guys. Like, y'all real life allowing these people to use y'all as puppets for them to make a lot of money. They giving y'all pennies. She said she made $300,000 for knocking somebody's tooth out. So how much money you think they made for you knocking somebody's tooth out? And all they gave you was $300,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of the times you guys really be selling yourself short. Really be selling yourself short. So I'm gonna end it at that. But like, yes, Kash Doll, I ain't gonna lie, I messed with you, but I was kind of a little disappointed when I seen that you was there. I'm like, Kash Doll, out of all people, I would never have expected that you would be in those type of rooms. But again, you live and you learn, and I feel like for you, you a money getter, and you probably like, I'm not gonna say no to no money, even if I'm tired. But now you see that all money is not good money, and I'm sure that you probably left that place with so heavy and so many different things on your body. But I pray that you was able to walk it off and get it off. So yeah, so that's it for the Let's Talk About It episode today. So yes, meet me on the next episode of Let's Talk About It. Take care of yourself and follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. You can find me on Nick Dream, and you can also follow the Nick Experiment. Thank you.